EastEnders spoilers episode 6734, Will Joe Cotton Ruin Rocky's Wedding? Airs on Tuesday the 18th of July 2023. Joe Cotton makes Rocky Cotton sweat when she turns up to see him get wed in Tuesday's episode of EastEnders. Joe Cotton is a surprise guest at Rocky Cotton and Kathy Beale's nuptials, and the last person that Rocky was expecting to see. After proposing to Kathy, Rocky was forced to confess that he was still married to Joe, although they hadn't seen each other in 25 years. Rocky asked Sonia Fowler and Reese Colwell to help track her down so he could start the process of divorce. When they failed to find her, Freddie Slater went on the case and invited her to Albert Square. Kathy was not pleased when she was confronted by Joe on her own doorstep. Determined to make life difficult for Rocky, Joe took her time agreeing to the divorce. But it seemed things had gone through just in time, after Joe brought the papers to the square for Rocky to sign. Now Joe has turned up at the ceremony and Rocky's heart is in his mouth. What does she want, and is she about to derail the wedding? Lisa Fowler has left her granddaughter little Peggy Taylor being looked after in Albert Square, and things are kicking off in her absence. Phil Mitchell has found out that Keanu Taylor has been up to something he shouldn't have, while Keanu has discovered why Lisa really brought his daughter Peggy to Walford. When Lisa arrives back, she discovers that Peggy's granddad Phil Mitchell is looking after her. She heads to the Mitchells to collect Peggy and return to their home in Portugal, where they live with Peggy's mum Louise Mitchell. Lisa is in for a big shock, however, as she finds herself confronted by Phil and his fiancée Kat Slater, along with Keanu and his fiancée Sharon Watts. Grim-faced, they reveal that they have spoken to Louise and they know the whole truth about Lisa's surprise visit. As her lies start to fall apart, Lisa realizes she's got nowhere left to hide. Can she explain herself? Stacy Slater feels stuck in the middle at Kathy Beale's wedding. Literally. She ended up double-booked for her date for the day, and now Theo Hawthorne and Martin Fowler are sitting either side of her. When Theo tries to wind up Martin by turning on the charm and kissing Stacy's hand, she feels awkward. Completely oblivious to the fact that creepy Theo is Stacy's mystery secret cam client, she does her best to be polite. But she's feeling conflicted over her feelings for her ex-husband Martin, as there's no doubt that there's been a lot of chemistry between them recently. After talking to mum Jean Slater about her dilemma, she has food for thought when Jean urges her not to get in the way of her own happiness by overthinking things. Will Stacy broach her feelings for Martin with him?
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại UK Soát Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của chúng tôi, UK Soát Spoiler, một kênh tin tức chuyên cung cấp cho các bạn những thông tin mới nhất về những bộ phim xà phòng của Vương quốc Anh như EastEnders, EastEnders, Con đời Transit và Hollywood. Các bạn hãy để lại bình luận bên dưới về những thông tin chúng tôi đã nêu trong video. Hãy like và subscribe để ủng hộ kênh. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn video tiếp theo.